Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Foot, 380. Check, 43. One flip.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
SOS. Good job right there. 12. That's it. Zebra. Quick.
Now Wilson. And he finds Penny. Give him 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all offseason about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Alert.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
14.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let... This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
He's coming. We got double up. One flip.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. First down, Murray. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL...
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run it with Carson. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Penny, a 1st down carry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll toss it to Penny. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the Pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken right around the 44. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnover. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over, so that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds his man Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the 3rd player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his days, his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that faced out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quentin Jefferson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check on it, on it. Kill. Good shot.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
25. 36 power.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, sir.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Clay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Andy Lee now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Block that. Front left.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 2nd down.
Robert Alford there defensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got 3 down.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Right there, 54.
From the 30 on second down, Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on third down, Murray. This is Johnson. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7, forthcoming. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
You got nothing there. You got nothing.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Let's get off the field.
Now on second and 16, Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Murray with a third and long. This complete to the tight end Clay. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Run pass. Go. Right 38.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson, he's going to look deep down he's got a man, complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Give me some. 19. Watch the safety creep. Check nickel.
On first down, it's Carson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. And Anderson's got it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Gun. Mark 38. I smell.
Wilson now to throw on third down. That one complete to Anderson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
40. Mark 38. Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinals. Defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's going to fire this thing deep right side, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First down. That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. And the ball. Let it go.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's get off the field. Check 43. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Tight end right. Release it. Mark 38. Mark 38. Check pass.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing again. This complete to Lockett. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess.
And oh, he coughed it up! And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Left side complete to Lockett. A beautiful spin and room to run. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Friday.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps. That allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He's back to throw. Johnson's got it complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Penny. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Seahawks on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Go.
Throwing now is Wilson. He's got Lockett. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
STRO. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Get the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They LA they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When